This video is going to show you how to wire a 3-prong connector for the Singer Featherweights and other machines that use the foot pedal and power cord. So first you get your 3-prong connector, and this one has the large circle. There's two types. There's the oval, which is just used as a power cord only, and then the round one, it has a larger hole so you can fit the pedal wires and the power wires in. So we're going to take the connector apart, and there you can see that the hole I'm talking about. It's round. Inside there's 3 brass connectors. An important thing to show you is inside these are numbered 1, 2, and 3. On this type connector 2, or I'm sorry, on the bottom part, the other connector, it has deeper grooves. Lighting's a little bad here, but there's a deeper channel compared to the other one, and that's for the wire to run through. You'll also see that there's a notch. I'll unscrew these pieces. A notch on one end of the connector, or the brass fitting, and that's where the wire tucks under. Also, this ring is beveled on the inside where it's not on the outside. Beveled side always goes to the wire. We're going to take these all apart. And a simple diagram here shows you they're numbered 1, 2, and 3, and that's the same as in the connector. It shows that 2 of the wires go to the pedal, the controller, speed controller, and 2 come from the power cord. They show them knotted here, but the power cord actually comes up and goes to 1 and 3, and the pedal comes up and goes to 1 and 2. So I don't know if you want to pause the video there, make your notes, write it down. Then we take our cord, our basic standard appliance cord, which is at least 16 gauge. This is just wire, but it's representing, one's going to represent the power cord, the other's going to represent the speed controller pedal. So we'll bring our wires up through the hole. And we'll notch each one because we want to pull the wires apart 1.5 inches. It's 1.5 inches on that one. 1.5 inches on that. And we're going to strip our wires. Use wire strippers. Don't use your teeth, scissors, razors, or anything like that. And we're going to take off 3/4 of an inch of insulation without nicking the wires. And that's going to give us room to wrap around our connectors. And then on the end of the other one for the power cord, we're going to take off a little more than 3/4, because you want to leave a little gap at the end, which I'll explain in a little bit here, because we have to fasten, we have to solder the one set of wires for the power cord and one for the pedal. Sometimes there's cloth wrapped inside with the cord. I just want to cut that out. You don't need that in there. So this will be the one from our power cord. Get that excess out. And now we'll take both from our pedal And these will both be 3/4 of an inch. I don't know if you can hear the noise. I'm doing laundry actually in the background. So if you hear some noises and beeps. I don't know if you want to put something to designate between pedal or power cord, or if you can just look through your connector to see where they go. So we'll twist our wires just to tighten it up, and then we're going to take one from our pedal. As I'd mentioned, you had the this notch, so we'll put our wire just under and into the channel, wrap it around, take our screw, and you can see the beveled edge here. The beveled edge goes against the wire because it's actually housing your wire inside. And then what I do is I take a little wrench, little adjustable wrench and pliers, just get it snug down so it's tight. Now I'll take the shorter from my power cord, shorter wire, and we're going to do the other connector. Again with the bevel going in towards the wire, so it kind of cups it, houses it in there. And here's where you're going to take a soldering iron, one of these, or you can use a little wand. You take your longer wire, which is the power cord, and this is the wire from our pedal. The wire from the pedal you're going to put and just wrap it a couple times around at the base of your wire for the pedal. I'm sorry, for the power cord. But your pedal wire is wrapped around the power cord wire. And then basically we're just going to take our soldering iron. This should go quick. Heat up the wire and just get enough solder that's going to hold these two together. Just want to look at it to make sure that the solder flowed into the wires. So you have a good solid connection. That's my dryer buzzing. Now you don't want to overheat it because your insulation will get soft. It will harden back up, but it'll get hot in your fingers. You don't want a big clump on there either because it's got to fit in this connector. And then what we do is trim off the excess that didn't fit or that we didn't wrap around. So basically we've got this soldered now. We still have a length of wire. Give it a second to cool. We'll blow on it, whatever it takes. And then we put this in. Again, the same thing in with the notch on the connector. Wrap the wire around. Twist on our or a beveled nut or a washer. Give it a little pinch down. And as you remember before with our diagram, both the pedal and wire goes to number 1. Now these are numbered on the inside of the other piece, but not the main connector. So if you need to, just hold them up like this because it sandwiches together. So this is going to be 1, 2, and then 3. We'll pull our cords up. Take our double cord first, and the wire goes down. Sorry, it's a little dark. I tried to do the best I could with the lighting, but so it tucks in with our notch down. And I forgot to mention too, if you had any excess wire around the outside of your screw, just trim it off with cutters. Sometimes you got to take the screwdriver and just press your wires down in there so you can see it fits in. Next we take the wire that's from our pedal and goes into the middle position. Again with the wire and the cord down. And then our third wire in the number 3 spot is the other wire from the power cord. That can get a little tricky sometimes here when you're trying to get your cap back on. You can see it's sometimes not the easiest thing to do. There we go. You make sure your connector is good. So you can see we've got no gaps in there. We put our nuts into place. And then when you screw this down, you want it snug, but you don't want to really crank it down because it is plastic and it will break, and then you'll be ordering another connector. But we tighten them up. And there you have it. We've got our double wires. That's not good lighting, is it? Into our connector. There we can see it a little better. One for our power cord, one for our pedal. We've got no gaps. All our screws are tight. We look around, inspect everything, and then it's good to go. So as a reminder again, the pedal, 2 wires from the pedal will go to 1 and 2, and your power cord, which plugs into the outlet, goes to 1 and 3. And there you have it.